Hello there, people. I'm Nate, and welcome to my channel. It is the middle of July. It is not May. And for the yo-yo community, May is known as 5A May. And if you're watching and you don't know anything about yo-yo and you somehow stumbled across my channel, well, welcome. First off, you should take a look around. There are other skill toys and other things mentioned, but mostly yo-yo. But there are 5 main divisions, obviously, in yo-yo, for those who know. 5A, also known as counterweight or freehand, is where you actually take a counterweight that's not tied to your finger, and it has like an actual weight. You know, originally they were mostly dice and things like that that had a little hole drilled through, and that weight would be then flung around. I've been doing 1A pretty much. That's really the only style that I focus on for 13 years, something like that. That I've been back into yo-yo. You know, I yo-yoed back in the day, like in middle school and all that. But as far as unresponsive yo-yos are concerned, it's been about 13 years. I've picked up 5A on and off again, you know, just attempting to it, but I could never really kind of break through, you know? And, but as I've kind of preached from time to time on this channel, to really have that breakthrough, you gotta put the time in. And so to, you know, hear my own sermon, so to speak, you know, I've had to put some time in, and I've tried to do that in the last month or two, and just put a little more time in and effort into some 5A. And one of the things that I've always wanted to try is double dice. Okay, now double dice is exactly what it sounds like. Is where, you know, originally you would just take 2 dice and drill holes through them and all that. But that, of course, doubles the weight as well. In the modern age of yo-yo that we are now, there have been a number of counterweights that have been produced that are intended to be double dice. And that's what I have here today. I have the donuts here from Rain City Skills. And so collectively, they weigh in about 11.5 grams. I wouldn't recommend playing these individually because they'd probably be too light. So they are meant to be played in tandem, and they are exactly the same size. So that's double dice. There's a very similar style called Astro, which is developed by Dr. Popular, where typically the last bead here, counterweight, is actually a little bit lighter. So you could actually check his out. I've not played with any of those. I've been wanting to grab one of his. He has some 3D printed, you know, little spaceships that are pretty rad. But anyways, double dice, they're equal weights, and so that's what I have here. What I'm gonna do today for our video is actually watch one of Jeremy, the owner of Rain City Skills, one of his breakdowns. They're pretty short. He's got a couple of different ones that he put out not too long ago. So I'm gonna watch one, try to learn one of those tricks, and see how I do with that, okay? So we're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna try to break it down. Before we go into this trick and me trying to attempting to learn it, I would recommend, if you are not familiar with and you've never tried 5A counterweight, that I would recommend that you would learn a few fundamental, especially mounts and things like that, just how the counterweight in general works, because that will help you with learning any double dice kind of maneuvers as well. All right, let's go ahead and watch one of Jeremy's videos, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, here we go. Jeremy has created on the Rain City Skills YouTube page, which I'll have a link in the description here, a whole playlist for double dice. And so we have, he mentions that it's beginner and so on and so on. They're real short, they're like around a minute or so, most of them. Yeah, none of them go over 2 minutes. So you got plenty to choose from, and you can slow them down as well, which I might go ahead and do. But we're gonna attempt to learn at least one here, and he's using here the donuts as well that I'm gonna be using here. All right, let's take a look. Let's just start with the first one and see how it goes, okay?
Alrighty, step 1 of double dice or Astro counterweight yo-yo tricks. So here I have the Rain City donuts, but you can do this with any pair of counterweights that kind of will fit together on the string without being too large and clunky. Standard 2 small dice. To start with, just practice some basic control. So we're going to hold on to the outside dice and let go of the inside one and just swing it down, then swing it back up to your hand. and you give it a bit of a flick and a tug, you can bring it back up. It takes a while to get the hang of catching it, and the catch is kind of a bring your hand down and pull back. So sling it down, bring it back, and kind of slide it to the end. Second part.
So really it's very similar to, you know, getting used to the counterweight with 5A. Like I said, I think it is helpful to know some 5A fundamentals before you go into double dice.
Is swinging the bead under and catching it in your non-throw hand. So what you're going to do, pinch these fingers together so you've got a bit of room to hop this up. You're going to hold on to the outside bead and swing that down, but this time instead of just swinging it down and back up again, you're going to swing, give it more of a flick so the string loosens a little bit and the bead slides under, and you're going to catch it like that. That's it. Then you're going to catch it like that. Once you're there, simple way to reverse that, you give it a little hop up and you flick the bead down. Hop up, let the bead slide down. Ideally, you catch it back in your trapeze. That is your basic first motion to practice bead control.
Okay, there you go. All right, so yeah, just bead control, getting comfortable with that first before we try something else. Let's go to something a little bit more advanced. I have looked at a few of these. I like this kind of thing that you can do, which is kind of fun.
All right, one of the fun double
like
dice
well.
basics is swing your middle bead under, so you got one on each side, and you're going to do a hop up and catch. So you hop the yo-yo up, you switch your arms, catch the other side, and back. Fun little movement to work on.
So the same kind of thing is, you could do like suicides like that, where you throw actually both sides of the counterweight, which again is something that only you can do with double dice, which is kind of fun. All right, we're gonna try that one, all right, or something like that. And then we're gonna try something a little bit more advanced where we're moving a couple different things at once. All right, we're gonna try this one, and this is probably the more advanced one that we're gonna learn today.
This combo starts pinch, slide the middle bead, so your outside bead swinging. You want it to go under the yo-yo, over and into this hand. Next step is to release the inside bead, which you're holding down here, and give it a bit of a fling so it swings around. And the momentum will carry it to here, where you can go up into there, which was one of the earlier tricks I taught. Reverse direction, fling it under, keep that motion going. You're going to want to avoid tangling. You want to bring this hand around this way as it goes around so you can have it come back up into your trapeze.
All right, let's go ahead and learn it. All right, let's check it out. All right, let's go over here. All right, first off, I am throwing a G Squared Campaign. This is the one with 2 rings. Again, these are the donuts from Rain City Skills. Okay, all right, so the first thing that he showed, if you're just getting started, is to kind of get comfortable with the swing, okay? So I'm just releasing, I'm gonna pinch here, and I'm just releasing the middle dice, and I'm just kind of letting that kind of flow. You know, with learning 5A in general, just kind of how the counterweight works and how to manipulate that, it takes some getting used to. It's really almost like learning how to yo-yo all over again. All right, so the other one that I thought was cool was where you can kind of just get the bead over here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop up these both at the same time. Ooh, there we go. Let's see if I can uncross them. Oh, so close. That was a bit awkward, but we're gonna try to uncross them. Oh, that wasn't pretty, but I will take it. All right, we're gonna work on that a little bit more. All right, now for the last one. This is involving some pinching and some What did he call it? I can't remember. All right, anyways, but here's the idea. All right, so we're gonna pinch here. We're gonna release the bottom bead. Oh, it's not supposed to go that way. Here we go, let's try this again. Go this way, like that. And this one has to have a little bit more momentum. Okay, so I got the first part. So pinch here, like that. Ah, hold on. Yeah, the second part's a little trickier. That wasn't great. It wasn't perfect, but I'm getting the idea and I think I can build on that. So yeah, it was fun. I guess an old dog can learn new tricks, or at least attempt to, all right? These are the Rain City Skills donuts, double dice. If you've been wanting to try something new, definitely check it out. It is kind of like learning how to yo-yo all over again, so fair warning, but it's a heck of a lot of fun and it opens up new opportunities and new ideas for creativity and tricks. So, all right, until the next one, later.